We're just kind of looking for some, like, I guess, funnel direction, or I don't know if strategy is really the thing that we're looking to do, because I think we have a pretty solid strategy kind of going on right now, man, where it's like, we want to build this Facebook group up. We have a free Facebook group, obviously, that we want to build up. We are, we do a Facebook Live on our fan page once a week kind of thing. I think we were talking with this guy, Jesse Miller. I don't know if you know him or not, but
Uh-uh.
basically he was just kind of like, well, stop working your value ladder up. He's like, start working your value ladder backwards. And I think that's kind of like what you were saying too, is like, get like an auto webinar going and immediately get on the phone and sell your highest package, work your way down. And if your lead magnet gets people in, that can like work them up kind of automatically, or just, organically work them up the value ladder or whatever. But he's like, just find a way to get on the phone with people that have been through, something enough where they know they can, fill out an application, and then you get on the phone with them. And then if they can't afford the, $8,000 to $15,000 package, then you just move them down.
Downsell.
You just downsell. Yeah. So I get that. I'm like, hell yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm definitely down with that. So, putting together the auto webinar through ClickFunnels for now. And then, obviously, like when we can get some more cash flow after this wedding, I'll probably go into Webinar Jam or whatever. I think most of my curiosity, man, is just like, all right, well, I know you said, like, dude, we put this down to a science. So like, if you were looking at like us and building our coaching company online and doing it the right way, like, where would you look first, and like, what would you look at as most important? Like, I'm just kind of curious, like, what your perspective is, I guess.
I think the two different ways that we are building and growing is we have the free lead magnets working our way up, right? Working up the value ladder. And I can show you that. But we also have exactly what you're saying, that you'd also like to maybe look into is start big and then work your way backwards. Like, you guys are really powerful on the phone. And so if you guys can get someone to fill out an app who's interested in coaching, they got a budget, they're qualified, you get them on the phone, worst case scenario, they can't afford the whatever 8, 10, 15, then you work them backwards, because you guys have other options in place which you could very easily just plug them into.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just Facebook messaged you because I don't know if you've seen that yet. That is, and I just gave you the link. That's a direct link to our evergreen webinar that's running in the background right now. So this is our funnel for one-on-one coaching.
Okay.
So that's a how to build a simple formula network marketers can use to make, whatever it says, make a create a 6-figure business on social media.
Okay.
It's a free, I think it's like 35-minute webinar, I think, somewhere like around there. And at the end of that webinar, I just pitch an application.
Right.
So you can go look through that if you want. I just sent you the link. Look through that, later, what have you, and then see exactly how I do it at the end and pitch the application. The application is then embedded into a Insta page.
Okay.
Let me see if I can. I'm just going to type that link in here for you too.
Basically, you're just saying, like, the application doesn't pop up until like minute 30 or something like that.
I use Webinar Jam.
Okay.
And I think the button just pops up underneath the video.
Okay.
I think the button pops up underneath the video. To be honest with you, I haven't seen it. Like we haven't changed it for like 8 months. Like it's just running. Like it just runs like a well-oiled machine.
Man.
So then they click that, and I just sent the link to where it actually sends them. Or if someone wanted to go straight to my one-on-one coaching link, that's also on my blog. But the Evergreen webinar, dude, it's been great. It just keeps pumping out. It just keeps pumping out consult calls. So that's the first step. Evergreen webinar points to the application, and then we use ActiveCampaign, and based upon the response, and I can even maybe I can pull up the. I'm gonna pull up the application.
We'll switch over to ActiveCampaign too. I'm down with that. What we'll probably do is, like, since we have once we get past this wedding, and we're like, I'll probably I think the game plan would be like, yo, if we can get like 1 to 2 clients, at our top package, to like really move some cash flow right back in.
Yeah.
Like I'm probably going ahead and pull the trigger and do what.
I don't see why you guys couldn't crush this process. Like this is, so our membership does anywhere from like 25 to 30 a month residually, right? Depending upon the members in there. But this is our big profit driver.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Like our membership is profitable. It's great, pays all the bills, pays our payroll, and it still is profitable by quite a lot. But this, over the last 12 months, has been our biggest profit driver.
Yeah, I could see why.
Yeah. So
because you're probably right. I mean, the ad money, the ad money is probably like extremely low, because I mean, you're probably
for ads.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's pennies on the dollar, dude.
Yeah.
I'd have to look at the registration, but updated numbers. I don't know, like $2 or $3 per registration, something like that, for the Evergreen webinar. And then those who, all the stats, I'd have to look at them, but like the percentages are so high of those who finish the webinar, who fill out the application. Those who fill out the application, there's a high percentage of those who are qualified. I get them on the phone and I'm closing 60% of them. Of course, you're still going to have those who, you tell them the number and they still fall off their chair, but they're much qualified than just no budget put. So I just wanted to share my screen real quick just to show you the application. So whether you go through my blog, someone goes through my blog, or whether someone at the end of that webinar, here's my simple, and I sent you the link, so you have this link, you can see it too at a later time. What areas in your business do you most want to improve? What is your current budget to invest in yourself and one-on-one coaching? So this is the key question, right, for our that's connected to ActiveCampaign. So based on, if someone came through and they click 0, they get a tag put on them, right, from ActiveCampaign. They get a tag put on them, and they get sent down a different funnel. They get sent down at this time, it doesn't look like you qualify for one-on-one coaching. Here are a couple more things that may be helpful. It may be a great place to start. That may, however you want to word that.
Yeah.
They get sent to our membership. They get dripped on via email for our membership for a couple of days. If they don't pull the trigger there, then they get sent to our free Facebook group.
Wow. How big is y'all's free Facebook group right now?
I just because I reopened the membership May 1st, and then I had Eric Worre's deal, so I've been like pitching and selling like a sieve lately, right? So I'm committed the next 45 days. Like, I'm not selling anything, I'm not pitching anything, I'm going on a content run. It's just straight content, and then once or twice per week I'm pitching my community. You can see right here, 7,900. That was 7,700 3 days ago. But I did two live videos. One of them I pointed to the Facebook group. There's last night's. I pointed to a blog post. So I'm going straight, no pitch on anything. Straight, blog post, build up traffic to the blog.
Yeah.
And then two nights ago, I did to the group. See.
All right.
And here's a strategy I'll fill you in that I'm going to start implementing today. I got a brand new camera and all this stuff, but I tested this one out. This 13 biggest social media mistakes. It got great traction, 4.7K views, but the minutes viewed are like 25,000 already or something crazy. So I just recreated that. I cut it down to like 7-8 minutes. I recorded it from my camera, just uploaded it last night. And we're going to start, I recreated this video and we're going to copy this exact right here, the title and my free group link. And I'm going to run a crap ton of ads right now and build up this Facebook group for like the next 30 days, see what we get. So you'll start seeing an ad from me, 13 biggest social media mistakes. Anyways, back over here.
No, yeah.
So based on the tag, right? So then if they put 1 to 3, 3 to 6, 6 to 10, they get a second tag. It doesn't matter which option because I can take it from there. They get a second tag, and again, this is all an active campaign. So if they fill out B, C, or D, and then they go fill out the rest of this, right? They get sent to my calendar to book a 20-minute consult call. And I'm gonna pull this up real quick. And then I have it, I just use Calendly, and then you can see, so today my wife's taking my 5-year-old to the zoo, right? So like I pretty much cleared off my whole calendar until 2:30. Like, so I'm not taking any calls. Typically this would be full, and you can see that this is starting to stack up over here, but yellow and purple, yellow are coming from inside my membership site or from the website. They hit the apply button, and all the purples, right? Okay, the purples are coming from the Evergreen webinar.
Wow.
So like, and then the blues are current clients that I have 30-minute calls with. So, and I only let them book a week out. So I keep it, there you go. See, I have it labeled up here, the purple Evergreen or Ever webinar. Typically that's pulling in, depending upon how much ad spend I'm putting into it, it can, it pulls in anywhere from like 5 to 15 consult calls a week.
Right. And that's where it is. I mean, because if we could do, is your wife doing any of the calls for you? You said she's just kind of hanging out right now, right?
I do all the calls.
Okay. So
I do all these consult calls. So
the goal for Wes and I would be to probably like try to double that in a sense of I know Casey Jade, she's all over the place, huh?
Yeah, I came through the webinar. Yeah, look at.
So the goal would be to me do about 15 calls a week, and then her do about 15 calls a week.
So that would just be scaling that, potentially that Evergreen webinar, and like, especially at the start, just pounding it and seeing what type of response you get. I think the key is and if I had to redo the whole thing, I'd have to even look to see. I sent you the link, just later or whatever. Just sign up for that, just to go through it. I can't remember how long the webinar is. I think it's like 30 minutes. If I had to do it all over again, and I'll probably recreate it somewhere at some point, but it's working so well, I just leave it.
Right.
If I had to recreate it, I would probably make it like a 15 to 20-minute webinar.
Yeah, dude, I tried to record one yesterday and it ended up being 50 minutes, and I felt like it was too long.
I just think that the hour-long webinars nowadays, especially Evergreen, like people aren't going to watch. Like you'll see like a big drop off from like 20 minutes to the 1 hour mark. Like people they bail. I know that because I tried to do an Evergreen webinar for the membership, and I know Bob has tried one. I know Ray's tried one. I was talking to Ray with it about it in Vegas. Like none of us got a great response with the Evergreen to membership. Like they all just sucked.
Okay.
So
I can take another shot at it and probably like knock some content out of it. I was trying to be so organic and like so I guess look like it was live.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I get it. So I'll just scroll real quick the rest of the questions. If you were to qualify, when would you be able to start? Right. So this is another trigger. What's keeping you from reaching your business goals? What's your full name? What's your best email? What's your phone number? And then here's our last question. Will you be on time to our scheduled call?
That's pretty funny.
Right.
Yeah.
It is funny, but it makes them like, you know what I'm saying? Like it puts a little bit of shock factor, like, oh crap, like, yeah, I better not only book this call or whatever, but I better write this son of a gun because Coach Fryer is calling me.
So when you
right?
when you have 15 calls, I mean, you're pretty much doing 15 calls, right?
Now I allot the 20-minute consult, but I knock those calls out in like 12 to 15, dude.
Oh wow.
Like that's how fast it is. It's seriously. And then I keep a notebook. I'm gonna show you my active campaign real quick so you can see how they come in, just to kind of give you an idea. Whoops, go to deals. Go to deals. And then, so up here in the top left, I have the 20-minute consult, which comes from the Evergreen webinar. Or I just have the one-on-one pipeline. That means that person came from like the website or inside my membership site. I have a apply for one-on-one coaching. So I have two different ways to get to this point. So the 20-minute consult is where we're looking at now. The to contact list are people that have filled them out and have just booked or are in the process of booking their 20-minute consult call. After a few days, if they don't book the 20-minute consult call, we drip a little email on them just as a reminder, like, hey, you applied. It looks like you passed the first step. You know, here's the link to the calendar. It looks like you forgot to book your 20-minute consult call. So you can see, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a pipeline, dude, that is just always full.
Yeah, dude. And that's what we need to get to. I think one of the problems that we have right now is our audience growth is just so minimal. So I'm just curious, like, if you were looking if you were like coaching us, like, how would you help us grow our target audience?
I would definitely keep hammering down with the Facebook Live videos. I believe I just see a huge shift. I've been back and forth like the whole business page and not the business page, but I've continued just to hammer personal profile. That's where I get the most amount of results. Because I also see, now there's people stand on both sides of the spectrum, but I just see a bigger opportunity for personal profile to something like a free Facebook group than I do a business page right now. I'm pumping out a ton of content. I just have my business page so I can run some ads. My content creator post our blog post. I post over like once or twice per week on the business page, just to kind of keep it rolling, just in case in the background.
With the personal page, it's just never been, dude, it's just been, my groove there has just been lost over there, man. And then when we do them on our business page, they actually do better organically.
Really?
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
Well then, if that's something that you guys recognize, then I'm putting the gas pedal to the metal. Like, commit the next 30 days, ramp up your video content on your business page. You know what I'm saying? Like, do 3, 4, 5 videos a week. I don't know how many you're doing over there. If you're feeling wild and crazy, I know the wedding's coming up, but if you're feeling wild and crazy, like, do 30 and 30 over on the business page to really ramp it up. I mean, there's options there. I think in anything, like I always tell our clients, like, do you want to get started doing videos? Do you want to business, or do you want to launch a business? And I share with our clients like that. Same thing applies with video. In order to create some momentum and traction and start that snowball, like, a lot of times I encourage them to do like 7 and 7 lives in 7 days. But what they don't know is that 7 day, then I continue to push them to 14, maybe even 30. Just to get them in the habit of doing them and create some momentum, get their audience used to seeing their face. It typically takes 30 to 40 days for them to start seeing some traction.
Yeah, I'm down. I mean, I think I'd rather I don't know, man. Like to me, it's just weird. Like I was gonna look and just see. Like I haven't done a video on my personal page in forever, just because honestly, man, it pisses me off how like there's no engagement there. So I usually just do I do a free coaching every Monday night in our free group.
Yeah.
It's got about 630 people in it. Like, dude, when we opened the group, immediately got 500 people in the first week, and then just like hasn't been very big at all since.
Yeah.
Um,
Here's real quick. Here's what the, like when someone fills out the app, right? So here's what it looks like inside my Active Campaign. So right before I call each of those people, I'm looking exactly what they got going on, right? So here's where they want to improve. Here's their budget, and they're able to start immediately. So one of the first questions I ask is just checking out your application real quick. Looks like your current budget you filled out 1,000 to 3,000. Is that still the case today if you were to decide to move forward? Right. So that's like the first thing that I say in that regard. So that gives you a visual of what that looks like. Let's see what else. What else can I show you?
I mean, with that stuff, I mean, I kind of get it. I think, where I was like telling Jesse the other day, like, yeah, I was like, man, like the strategy part I get, you know what I mean? I think it's the okay, well, how the hell do I get people to the webinar? How do I get the traffic to the webinar? Because like right now, I know it may seem kind of cliche, but like traffic seems like it's the issue.
Traffic?
Yeah. So I think so going deeper on traffic, I think traffic means, all right, we got to get in front of new people. We got to get new eyeballs. And I feel like if we do that, we're not like, we know what we're talking about. We're fun. Like, the people that see us love us. So like, why wouldn't other people?
Have you done, on any of your free public videos, have you done any giveaways or contests or anything of that such? I know early on we did something like that for every person, for every person who shares. You even mix it up. Like I think early on when we were first getting started, like in terms of traffic, is just doing simple giveaways. Giving away books. Giving away a coaching call is like kind of like the top of the line, but mixing in some things like that it's getting creative, because here's what you and I know is that if you can get more network marketers to share your videos inside their team pages, that's the secret sauce.
Yeah,
that's the secret sauce. So the question has to be, how do we penetrate those teams?
Right.
And at the beginning, that's probably going to entail you guys giving away a little bit more, raising the bar in terms of enticement to share, raising the bar of value in terms of like a gift or a giveaway, or qualify for a free coaching call. Those who share, type the word shared. This giveaway, this contest ends 24 hours from now. Like, it's done, it's over. Then me and Wes are going to go through, take all the people who shared, and we're going to pick a random winner. Like, that's one of the things I did when I first started doing live videos. And I would say the other couple of things, I don't know if you guys are doing this now or not, but just a simple, I don't know if you've seen some of my videos lately, but I give like 20 call to actions in each video. Like, it's crazy, but the average viewer now doesn't realize I'm doing it, if that makes sense. I think that I've been really adamant over the last year or two, making sure people, especially in the beginning, making sure they're turning on live notifications. That's been a huge win, right? So that, like, that each video that I do, I don't know, let's just say that 5 more new people subscribe to my live notifications. Well, for every 5 that subscribe, that's probably 1 or 2 viewers each video that gets added to my next video that jumps on. Does that make sense?
It's just a domino effect, and all of a sudden it's like you went from like 30 people to there's 200 on because of the turn on,
It is, and I just think that if you guys to hell with how many viewers are showing up right now or what have you, but just commit to that process. At some point, there's going to be a breakout. At some point, there's going to be something you do, something you say, a contest you run. Like, I don't know, like something's going to click, and then it's all of a sudden it's going to open the floodgates to where a certain leader shares your video in their group or something along those lines.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that makes sense, man.
I know so like you're in probably the game of networking, right?
Yeah.
And there's a couple other groups out there. The A&MP group is probably a good one too. But there's some other groups that once per week, if you're making like 3, 4, 5 videos, once per week, I would make sure that you insert a total generic, like no real call to action. Don't message me, don't do anything, just like a simple, like drop a comment with what your biggest takeaway was on today's video. No turn on live notifications, like none of that personal promotion in terms of that, and then share those videos to some of these bigger groups with your target audience in there.
Okay.
That makes sense. But those videos have to be structured a little bit differently, because if there's any self-promotion there, the admins get pissed off. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
That's another way to penetrate and increase traffic.
Okay.
And then you mix in I don't know. I'll let you know how this ad goes that I'm doing right now. That we're gonna flip on today. You'll see it. The 13 biggest mistakes. Now, see, that's in that video. I recreated it. It was like 25 minutes on my live. I recreated it. Did it in 8 minutes on a nice camera. So you'll be seeing that in the newsfeed. But I hammer through and I focus on the negative, right? Mistakes. People are drawn to negativity, right? The mistakes. I don't want to make these mistakes. So maybe thinking of something like that, a video ad. I'll let you know in the results in a week or two what kind of traction we get. But my call to action at the end of this video is, you just learned the 13 biggest mistakes of what not to do. You're probably now curious, well, what do I do now, Coach Fryer? Or what things do I need to focus on? And my call to action at the end is, be sure you're in our free group. Click the button below or above and join our free group. Answer the 3 questions and come learn with 8,000 others who are learning how to do this the right way. So this is going to be a strictly build our free group play that we're going to test out.
Okay. No, yeah. I mean, that sounds, yeah. I mean, I guess, so what you would suggest, what you would suggest, Wes and I, like, just, I mean, it probably doesn't have to be both of us every day, but like hammer down more Facebook Live videos. I'd probably prefer them to be on our fan page, honestly, because I feel like that would do more for our brand there, and it's probably more scalable there, because if I do want to, I can also turn on ads there too, and they're continuously going instead of going down the news feed.
So one other quick thing, I got to take my daughter to school real quick. It all depends, I think, with what result you're wanting to get from your video. So like if you guys were, like, for example, if you guys were clients and you're just building Modere, for example, right? I would be telling you to like 1 out of every 3 videos, do something along the lines of social media, building a business, whatever. The other 2 videos, I'd have you do something else. Like, what are the other pillars of your brand? Like, being a dad, or, like some of these other avenues. For Wes, for example, like if she was building a network marketing business instead of the coaching business, these are just ideas.
Yeah.
Right? Like being a mom. You know what I'm saying? And then, some other hobbies, some other interests. I always tell people that, if I was still actively building, former professional baseball players, right? I'd be diving into, I'm in a group now, 20,000 former minor league baseball players. I'd be in there contributing value, doing stuff. I would be, I like to golf. I'd probably do 1 video per week on golf, and then I'd plug that golf video into a group full of golf guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I start thinking outside the box like that. West, stay at home, a mom video, mom with kids. One of our clients has 2 boys. She's in like a mom of boys group. Like she's killing it in this group, producing a couple generic videos and per week and sharing one of them into that type of a group. Her views, her numbers are just going up, up, up. Traffic, new eyeballs, different little spaces, different little niches, bringing them back to your virtual business card, which is your profile.
Right. No, it makes a lot of sense. No, yeah, you give them some good ideas, man. I know you got to run. Would you mind looking at our lead magnet at some point?
Send it over. I can look at it today. I'm just hanging with the babies today because my wife will be at the zoo. So I got some time today. I can check it out.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and we'll go ahead and, like I said, we're gonna go with ClickFunnels for now, and then like if we can snag a couple clients, I'll knock out Active Campaign, Webinar Jam. I'll probably hire this girl to start running our ads for us. Apparently, she's really good. So, I mean, I'll probably just like get the money, get it right back out. That way, we can get more and more and more. And
I think I started my Active Campaign. I think I started with the smaller one. It was like 150 a month. I think I've obviously scaled as we've gone. I think I pay like $375 a month now or something like that. I don't know. But it comes with the growth.
Yeah, that's pennies on the dollar compared to the growth. Yeah. I appreciate it, bro.
You got it, man. Let me know what questions you have, dude.
All right, man. Thanks, dude. See you, man.
Later.
Have a good one.
You too.